When you're choosing patterns, usually when you buy a pattern, they'll tell you what thread to use or what size thread. But if you decide to use a different size thread, you're going to have to know how much to enlarge or reduce the pattern. You can do some searches online. There are some suggestions out there. There is a book that has a list. It's sort of a dictionary of all the threads that this author has tried out, and she makes suggestions on the recommended spacing for different types of lace and different types of threads. These two patterns are the same spacing, and I believe that this is 3.5 millimeters apart. This one is a centimeter apart. So this one obviously is for really thick thread, and I'm going to be demonstrating on this pattern using a size 10 crochet cotton so that it will show up better on the video. It's not really fun to work with the crochet, the size 10 thread for lace. I don't enjoy it, but it does show up better on the video. You can use all kinds of threads and different sizes of threads and yarns, just depending on what you're making. These are some of the samples. This one, I don't remember the size thread. I think it might be a size 8, but it's a little dense, but it's a bookmark, so that's okay. It can be sturdier, doesn't matter. But if I were to do this one again, I would probably enlarge this pattern just a little bit so that it'll be more delicate. So it just depends on if you're making your lace yardage or if you're doing just a simple bookmark. So this was another practice piece, and this was size 20 Lisbeth, and I don't have the pattern here that I used for this one, but these two were both done with this exact spacing. And this was a size 80 DMC thread, and this one is just a quilting cotton, size 40 quilting cotton. And I like the way this one is coming out. I'm making some yardage right now using this pattern and this thread. So that's something else that was confusing to me in the beginning, is what do I do if I want to create my own pattern, and how do I know how much to space the dots? So you can download graph paper, but first you need to determine your thread size, and then you can decide how far apart you want your dots to be. But keep a journal, keep little samples, and you can refer back to them when you do future projects.